All right, let's keep going. Ooh, Kerbal Space Program. Great giveaway. Okay. I'm looking for someone. Can you help me? Actually, let's save first. Before I do this, I want to see where this is going. Doomer gives you a sullen glance. It seems she's not too happy to talk with you, but she doesn't dare refuse it openly. Do you know who your guests are? Why should I? I'm not their ward. They come, they pay for a bed, they keep quiet. Do you let everyone into your house? What are you hinting at? Your guest, Doomer. Do you allow anyone who asks to spend a night here? Of course, everyone. What else am I expected to do? Pick who gets a warm spot near the fireplace and who gets left out in the rain? I've let in you and your thugs, though you've put a terror in my other guests. Excuse me? Who are you calling a thug? You're a fair lass, sure, but who knows what thoughts you have in that pretty head of yours. Do you remember when they came to your lodge at least? I went to check on my traps. Some people arrived when I was away, so I can't tell you for sure. Oh. A crime happened and I need your help to find the culprit. So what did this culprit do wrong? Shot a deer in someone's land and now the criminal has to run away as if she was an animal herself? Whatever it is, leave me out of it. Ugh. I'd like to examine your room. Listen, the sooner I cross you out the suspect list, the sooner I leave you alone. Do me a favor and give me the room key, and all this will be over before you know it. Have it your way then, but have a care. No digging through my undergarments or I'll have your hands on hooks, you hear? Yay. Now these two. He wears a massive gold chain on his neck. Greetings, Baron. Let me introduce myself, Cabrin Tendrum from Restov, and this is my wife, Una Tendrum. We've come to your lands to hunt. Yet, I admit, we did not expect to meet you in person. What do we owe this honor? You recognize me at once. Do I know you? I doubt it, but news about your deployments within the stolen lands and your role in them have traveled far. The woman in the kitchen, your cook? Yes, we just can't imagine our lives without Tisana. My constitution demands a unique diet, a private matter if you don't mind. Far from Bravoy, are you not? You see, I've heard the wildlife out here is an excellent sport, so I decided to see for myself. Sort truth from rumor, you understand. Fortunately, my fair wife was in favor of the trip, so here we are. Do you prefer snares or a bow? A bow. Okay. What kind of prey do you hunt? Cabrin freezes. He swallows. Cougars. He swallows again, as if fighting to take a breath. Magnificent predators, worthy prey for a worthy hunter. Tell me about yourself. I'm a legalist, Baron. My job is to ensure Restov's laws are upheld. Oh, yes, of course. Cabrin Tendrum. I've heard about you and your famous legal cases. Cabrin Tendrum freezes as if someone put a knife to his throat. Is that so? He tries to smile, but his eyes are fearful. I doubt, Baron, that anything you've heard concerned me. My family name is a common one. I've so many relatives. I know not a quarter of them. He clears his throat. Dude. Okay, this guy. A legalist, so you're a judge. Not exactly. I work as a legal defendant in cases when a suspect's innocence must be proven. Oh, he's a lawyer. Okay. We decided to take a trip was in order. My husband worked long hours during the last several months. Well, with a difficult job like yours, it's impossible to get by without some divine support. Whom do you address your prayers to? Why, Abadar, of course. Divine patron of law and lawyers. Okay. Not a place to rest for the night. We adore this charming dwelling. I need a key for your room. Despite Una's cool expression, you noticed a bead of sweat running down her temple as she spots your glance. Her lips tighten. Okay, time to visit the rooms, dudes. Here we go. This is getting good. This is getting real good. Oh my god. I just realized that my wife took the chicken that she made, the shredded chicken, for the Indian food we made, and then put the Indian chicken in quesadillas. Oh my god.
That is not far.
My lord. Yeah, the Indian style chicken. It was what's the name of it? It's not tandoori chicken. Tiki masala. Chicken tiki masala. That she made chicken tiki masala a few nights ago. Yep. Okay, here we go. Tiki. I say tiki, it's actually tikka, but it's tiki. Tiki. The bags contain tendrums close. The sheets are crumpled, the blanket is thrown aside. It seems someone was sleeping in this bed not long ago.
A trivial matter.
There are no hunting bows, arrows, snares, nor any sign of Tedrum having any hunting on their mind.
As it should be.
Okay. Pile of dirty clothes, some snares. Sheet on the bed looks dirty. Okay.
In due time.
Pretty sure the owner's legit. I think the owner's legit.
A trivial matter.
The mattress covers blood-stained cloth and bandages?
All according to plan.
That's it. That's all we get. Okay. So Cavern Tendrum is lying to us. We know that. Una Tendrum is also lying to us. The cook has a hurt leg, but seems legit. But if both the Tendrums are lying, that means she's probably lying. Let's go down and talk. Maybe we can talk to some people about what we found.
Follow my lead.
And we still have this weird issue of Alika lying to us. Why? Why is she lying to us? Alika, why is there blood-stained undergarments in your room? Where is that from? I'll explain. I'm expecting a baby, but because of the journey or all of the worries, something must have gone wrong. It hurts and I bleed. Oh. I tried to find out what's wrong. I can't accept it. I can't give up this child, my husband's child. It's all I have left of him. I tried to find out what's wrong, to heal myself, to appease the gods. The priest of Pharasma told me he couldn't help. The goddess rejected my child, said it would be born dead. That's super sad. Well, I guess Alika's out of this for now. Maybe that's why she came out here, because the priest of Pharasma's out here. Let's talk to the cook next. We know those other two people are lying. Save it. Have you seen anyone suspicious? Has anyone come into the kitchen recently? Only Derma came, no doubt checking to see if I'm not palming the silver, as if there's anything worth stealing here. The hostess of the lodge doesn't mind you cooking here? No. The only thing that's a little bit weird is if there's, like, somebody used the back door recently and there was something in the fireplace. If she's been there the whole time, how could she not have seen anyone? I went to your room. There's no hunting weapons there. You see, well... Una, who is watching her husband closely, touches his shoulders. I beg your pardon, Baron. She leans into Gabron and whispers something in his ear. Dude, it's her. You barely hear Una hiss. Get a hold of yourself, you fool. You'll ruin everything. Truth be told, it's a rather embarrassing matter. I proved a much worse hunter than I thought. Just imagine, I managed to snap not one, but two, but three bowstrings in a day. Infuriated, I broke my bow across my knee. It shames me to even think of it. A crime has taken place nearby. The one responsible may be hiding in this house. Have you seen anything suspicious? I'm afraid, Your Grace, we won't be able to help you. Have you seen anything suspicious? We're not accustomed to such company, Baron. Do you know the hostess of this lodge? And I must say she doesn't look forward to meeting new people either. Do you recall who came to the lodge in the last hour? On second thought, this young woman, I didn't notice exactly when she entered the room. He turns to his wife. My dear, perhaps you recall, what was the name of our hostess used addressing her? Olika. Yeah, now they're trying to blame the other girl? Nope. What does the free game command do? The free game links to ko.tv/free game. You can go get Shadow Warrior 2 for free off GOG. Pretty awesome. Yeah. And that's all. Okay. I think we're going to blame Una. There's someone who seems especially suspicious to me. Una. Una Tedrum, we have questions for you. Answer them and we can dispense with the extreme me. The woman's face is frozen in a sneer. Who are you, peasant? What gives you the right to address one of the Orlovsky family? We are the Great House of Brevoy and we will be treated as such. Wait a second. An honor indeed, but of your family, you're not in Brevoy. Dude. Haven't I, Lady Tendrum? The behavior of you and your husband tells me a great deal. I stand by what I said before. As a subject of the sovereign state of Brevoy, I object to your methods in the Manifale trial, providing me with... Have you seen something like that before, Your Grace? An innocent woman reciting Brevoy law as if she's prepared herself in advance? He turns back to her. If you're not guilty, Lady Tendrum, why such a speech? I understand all too well you need a scapegoat, but I won't allow you to cast aspirations on the Tedrum name. My opinion, interrogate my husband, who used to defend necromancers in court. I can bear witness to his crime if a real criminal is what you seek. Una is interrupted by a loud noise from the kitchen. Kestrin's hand falls to his weapon. What was that? This prattle bores me. Death to the intruders?
Hoping not fight back.
Oh, shit! It was Tasana! Oh, it was Tasana! What's that I hear? I think I hear the code in my game destabilizing. Is that a crash I smell? Oh no. Well, I better reload the game before it crashes. I mean, we don't want to crash. So, all right. Well, we better do something about that. It's kind of like the Matrix. I can see the crash coming. So, you know, yeah. It's crazy, man. We got to be careful about this. All right. Yes. Tasana. I think, Tasana, you know why I've brought you here. The kitchen servant cast a wary look at Keston, then you. I would? How? Do you jest, my lord? How can I know what you're thinking? Enough. We know who you are. Lamash 2 won't help you. Tasana is silent for a moment, then straightens like a serpent, her eyes cold with contempt. Is that so? Her accent has vanished, the demeanor of a peasant shed like a cloak. Then you know little of our faith indeed. The Great Mother is with me. Prepare yourself for her. Ooh.
Consider me provoked.
Alright, dudes. Man, this Let's try this new spell on her.
That hurt? Good.
Stop, stop. I surrender. I surrender. The priestess of Lamashtu holds her hands over her bleeding wounds, moaning in pain. She raises the hem of her skirt and starts to wipe away the blood from her legs. Her right leg is covered with sores, oozing pus and yellow ichor. You and your minions unleashed a blight across my lands. Because of you, monsters overrun the barony and honest people fear from their homes. The priestess of Lamashtu shakes her head and tries to close her wounds, moaning. That's nonsense. I've heard the stories about what's happening in your barony, human, but I have nothing to do with this. Human? The Great Mother rules the monsters of this world, but if you truly earned her wrath, your lands will be drowning in blood. No, Baron, you must look elsewhere to place blame. Lamashtu and her followers have nothing to do with your troubles. Tell me who you are, quick now. I am the priestess of the cult of Lamashtu, the Great Mother, the ancestress of monsters. I am not from these lands. I came because of the pleas of your people who seek the mercy of my goddess. I came to these lands in secret and hid my identity from everyone except those initiated in the mysteries of the Great Mother. Even the hostess of this lodge had no idea who I was. And those looking for divine benefaction found me on their own, and there are more than the followers of Aristo would believe. Tell me about the cult. We are numerous and we are strong. What kind of rituals are we performing at the shrine? We prayed to Lamashtu. We asked for new offsprings in the pack. We mated like wild animals, free of stupid prejudices. I'll spare you the details, human. Those like you are unable to accept the greatness of our ancient faith. Aren't you a merry bunch? Octavia giggles, waving her fingers tauntingly at the priestess. But you know, Callistra's faithful have a lot of fun too, just without the risk of growing a pair of tentacles in the process. Hey, but some people like that. Don't kink shame, Octavia. Don't you dare compare your frivolous goddess to ours, who's as old as the world itself. Your orgies are little more than entertainment for bored townfolk. Ours are full of primordial wisdom. Yeah, okay. It disgusts me to listen to this. Where are the rest of the Lamashtu cults hiding? You cannot make me betray the children of the Great Mother. Torture me if you like. Lamashtu will grant me the strength to endure any pain inflicted upon me. Have you allied with goblins and other creatures in the area? No, we have the same mistress, but our paths to faith are different. All these people in the lodge, are they here because of you? They were searching for the blessing of Lamashtu. Other gods have denied them, and they had to ask the mother of monsters for her benefaction. Oh, the couple from Restov. Several years ago, the lawyer defended a necromancer in a court of a native city, and he won the trial. Since then, all Tedrum's attempts to conceive a child were doomed to fail. Pharasma didn't want to prolong the bloodline of a man who protected those who raised the dead. So they're... okay. What about the story of the merchant's widow? A poor girl clinging to the unborn life in her womb. The seed of her husband was too weak. Olika's child is doomed to perish before coming to this world. Is the hostess involved in this? This thoughtless thing? No. She did not see and was not smart enough to see what was transpiring under her nose. Kess and I have an order for you. Please be merciful to these people. Imagine how great their despair must be to turn to the monstrous Lamashtu for help. The thought disgusts me. The priestess did try to help them in whatever way she could. I think I might have to stick to my RP for this. I think I'm going to do number one. I mean, I hate to say it, but he's right. The priestess is trying to help them in her own weird way. And if the priestess is telling the truth, which at this point I don't think she's lying, then I don't think she has anything to do with this area. Don't knock the orgy. That's right. And remember to wash your hands. Boop. Keston looks at you as if you're mad. Let them go, all of them, but as you command, your grace. Tristan looks at you gratefully. I don't think the Stolen Lands has ever seen someone as kind and noble as you. Well then, it seems I shall serve the Great Mother in these lands a little longer. If you wish to speak or ask for something, come to the Shrine of Lamatsu. That's where you'll find me. Interesting. I think we're gonna go try to talk to her. Okay. The barony teeters on the edge. Where its destiny leads, salvation or damnation. The baron... Wait, what? Now it is time for everyone to meet and discuss what we've learned about the source of the disease. Oh, Lord, I'm about to go into the next act. Whoa, okay. Trackman says that hospital scene is coming up soon after this. Good luck. Start hard saving frequently. Trackman, the hospital scene? What are you talking about, bud? If you're talking about the scene where they do the surgery, we've already done that. Is there another hospital scene? Yeah, we did the vivisection. Yeah, hopefully there's lots of sexy nurses. I agree. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if we go back into a hospital. I mean, we're dealing with a plague, so maybe we'll just go back at some point. Coffee Cup of Joe. Hey, dude. Awesome. Great to hear. Thank you, man. Oh yeah. Never mind. Like if it's a spoiler, don't worry about it. I hard save. I try to hard save frequently, so hopefully we will. Hopefully it won't be too big of a deal. What's up, girl? As you approach, Sana raises her head and sizes you up. She has changed her clothes since you saw her. Oh, she's got a portrait now. She wears a band across her brow, decorated with a three-eyed jackal, and a live rat with two heads is resting on her shoulder, looking cautiously at you from under her cascading hair. You came. What brings you here, Baron? How are things going with your cult? I'm touched that you care, Baron. Worry not. Everyone receives Lamashtu's bliss who needs it. You need not know who they are or what they ask. You sound as if you're not trying to attract new followers. The Mother of Monsters doesn't need sweet sermons or cries yelling her name on the crossroads. About this woman, Olika. Oh? Do you still think of her? Worry not. Lamashtu blessed Olika and invigorated her womb. The female gave birth to a child and even survived herself. You wouldn't call the boy a pretty child, but he's the light of his suffering mother's eyes and a symbol of Lamashtu's mercy. Oh my. Tell me about your goddess. Okay, we're just gonna go through this real quick. We know a little bit about Lamashtu, so... Transform your body and mind into the image of Lamashtu. Look for beauty in everything, in yourself and others in the world. Murder it, burn it down, trample its sprouts. Few have the chance to drink the sweetness of divine destruction. Do you have children? Of course. Each time my belly swelled, I prayed for blessing, but Lamashtu did not send me her gifts. Every child to leave my womb was a disgusting abomination, without a single flaw. Girl, you weird. You mentioned you're not local. Where are you from? I was born in Varesia, in a small village on the Lost Coast. The Lost Coast? What are these passions you speak of? I played with living toys long before I became a priestess. As a child, I did not know my love for wickedness was a sign of a special destiny. Now I pluck out sheep's eyes and cut open pregnant cats, but not for my own amusement. But because Lamashtu loves suffering. How lucky am I? Dude, ugh, what happened to your leg? Tasana lifts the hem of her skirt, showing a leg disfigured with sores. Lamashtu's gift. I receive it when I stepped upon the priestess' path. The blessing of the goddess. Look at its splendor. Not many servants of the mother can boast such a gift. Man, this girl's messed up. What's the rat? Lamashtu's messenger, an exquisite creature, a sign that the goddess is pleased with me. It's a living embodiment of her ideals and shames the mother's smiles. One night, this little creature just ran up to me as if her own mother, and I knew my loyal service had been noted by my lady. I'm not going to ask her to be a good... I don't know. I don't mind your priestly magic. Tasana starts laughing, musically at first and loudly. Trust my word, Baron. You will not be glad of Lamashtu's gifts. Don't ask for what you don't know. Okay. I'm going to leave her here for now. But it's kind of crazy to think we could bring her potentially as an advisor. I don't think I'd use her, though. Like, she does terrible things. And I don't want her to... No. I don't care if she's a free advisor. I don't care. I don't like her. Sorry. I don't like her. She's a really good advisor? I don't care. She's also a crazy bee. No. Mm-mm. She cuts open pregnant cats. That's all I need to hear. That's all I need to hear. I don't care what kind of a person you are. If you're murdering pregnant cats, I'm done with you. I'm done with you. Okay. Sorry. We'll go back and get her if we need to, but shit. I hope that time doesn't come. Boop. Uh-oh. What is? Why is Knock Knock fine then? Because Knock Knock is chaotic evil. He thinks he's doing good. He's just misguided. Yeah. Also, he's a lot cuter. Unrest in the streets. Whoa. Okay. That sounds bad. Man, I'm really wondering if I shouldn't have done this quest yet. Like, I wonder if we, like, uncorked a bottle by doing this. And I wonder if we should have, like, worked on our kingdom more before we did.
I need to catch my breath.
I'm gonna grab these and then we're gonna go back. Who ended up being guilty at the end? Pretty much everyone, but the big one was the cook.
I'm hungry. When we stop?
I'm hoping we can do this. Like, I'm hoping there will be enough time. We'll see, though, of course. We might get a hit where it's like you have lost resources in your kingdom because you didn't dress this quickly enough. Alright, let's go back.
I'm coming, Mom! I'll be there in a minute.
We gotta go over to Lake Silverstep and do all that side, too. Okay. How far am I into the game now? About a third.
Enemy approaching.
Oh my.
Repent!
Oh, Jesus.
This should do it.
Don't go after Octavia, you jerk.
Hey, I died.
Get off of her! Jesus. What a rude Venom Hydra. I tell you, some Venom Hydras just don't have any manners. Bunch of big old phony jerks. Can I not loot this one? I guess not. Okay.
All
Hail
according
Hydra.
to plan.
Yeah, Hail Hydra. Good talk. Staying hydrated. Nice. Well played, friendo.